Hello everyone, my name is Summer Guo. I was a study coordinator at Stanford Clinical Cancer Trial Office. Here I am today to share my experience with you. I think you should watch this video if you work at Stanford or you're thinking about joining Stanford. So let me give you some background about myself. So I got my master's degree of public health at Yale University many years ago, and I worked at Yale University for 6.5 years as a clinical study coordinator. 9 months ago, I came to Stanford University because I got a job here at CCTO. So this was, I was thinking this as my dream job because I was here many years ago, and here's a picture of me in 2005. At that time, I was thinking this will be my dream place to work at, and I was thinking that my dream came true in 2018. I came here to work for CCTO, and this is part of the team here, and this is my boss, Ami Alcada. This is myself. So after I came here, I found this is very different from what I experienced at Yale. For example, like you have to be on call 24/7, and the supervisor, Ami, she feels it's okay to text you or email you whatever time, even it's not urgent. And I have to keep myself on evenings and on weekends. So she has no concept of family time or weekends. So since I got here, I got very stressful. I got a lot of gray hair here. So for years I didn't dye my hair because I like the natural color of my hair. But now here I got a lot of gray hair since I came to Stanford University. And also I cannot sleep well. I cannot go to sleep without any medications help or without alcohol since I got here, and I got all the nightmares. So it was a very hard time for me, but I still believe if I try my best, I can survive in this work environment. Everything changed since October 5th. So on that day, there was a procedure that Ami Alcada has a different opinion from the principal investigator. So at that time, I chose to follow the principal investigator because I think they have doing this for many years, and he's a full professor attending physician at Stanford. So I did what they told us to do. Told me to do. It turned out when I came back to the office, Ami was very mad at me because I didn't do what she told me to do, and she was thinking. She was yell at me. She said, "This is illegal, and you shouldn't do this because you are not fresh out of college." And she would also ask me, "You are not working for the doctor. You work for me." She was yelling at me so loudly, everyone on the second floor can hear her. And some colleagues from other groups they stood out and they complained. So she stopped it. After that, I did get a call from her supervisor, and her supervisor asked me to come to her office, and she explained that this is not acceptable at a respectful workplace. And they also told me if I want to escalate, I have room for it. But at that time, I was too naive. I just think that it's okay. I don't want to get any trouble, or I don't want Ami to get any trouble. So I said no, I don't want to escalate. But after that, I think Ami made my life very difficult. So for example, she treated me differently from other colleagues. Once I want to take a vacation, I gave a 2 months notice, I gave a 2 months notice that I would take a vacation in 2 months. Then she told me this is not acceptable. You have to provide a formal application. So I did the formal application. I sent the email to principal investigator and to her, and I also asked if my colleague can cover for me. And even after I got the permission from the principal investigator, and I got my colleagues okay to cover for me, and she said she has to think about it for 1 month. She will give me an answer in a month, not in days. I mean, I never experienced this before, so I think this is very unfair. And also, I think she treated me differently because it might be because of my different background, because I am not a native English speaker, or because I raised different voices. For example, she asked us to transfer all the lab results from patient's database to another database manually. It means you have to enter every number and all the units from this database to the other database. I said this is stupid. I have never heard about this. I mean, this is in 21st century, and I don't think anybody is doing this. Then she got mad and she said, if you think this is stupid, then everyone at CCTO is stupid. She was doing it and everyone's doing it. So she didn't want to hear different voices. So I mean, after that she will single me out. I think I got verbal abused by her. I was humiliated by her, and also I was treated differently by her. Everything came to the end from last Friday, after we had a big project we worked on for 4 months. So I think I put a lot of efforts to finish the project in the past 4 months. But finally, what I got from her was that I was fired for no reason, no warning. She just gave me a piece of papers here. So this is the paper here, and the only reason she gave is that during the trial period, the employment relationship between the employee and the university is at will. So this is the only thing she gave me. She said she has nothing to say, but she has to terminate my employment at Stanford. So when I think about the whole thing, I feel like this place is at a sweatshop. I mean, I worked here for the project for so many months, and after we finished the job, she kicked me out, and without any warning, any reason. I didn't do anything wrong. And back to the October 5th incident, it turned out that what I did was legal. It's totally legal, and what the PI said was totally correct. She was wrong. But at last, I was fired, not her. I also want to mention that I'm not the first coordinator who was fired by her. If you look at all her team members, all the coordinators who worked for her, nobody worked here more than 2 years. I don't know what the reasons are, but she may need to think about it, why the turnover rate is so high in her group. So, and during the past 9 months, what did I get? I think I got nothing, except some of the things I said before. And what did I lose? I lost the job. I lost the self-esteem, and I also lost the baby. I was doing the IVF. I spent all my savings to do IVF in New York for many months, and finally I got 4 very precious embryos. But to get the embryos transferred, I went back to New York for 3 times to do the procedures. Even 2 times, the 2 procedures, the egg retrieval and the embryo transfer, was just 3 days apart. But I went back and forth in 1 day. And after 3 days, I went back and forth from New York for 1 day. So it's like I was on the airplane for 16 hours in 1 day, just in 1 day. So I don't miss the job here. But unfortunately, I was pregnant for a short period, then I lost the baby. Now I don't have, so now I don't think I have any chance to get my babies back. And also, I think this made me this ended my career as a study coordinator. The HR person was very nice. She was kind of suggest me that I don't apply for any Stanford job anymore, because this piece of paper I just showed you, this paper will in my file forever. So if I got this, then the chances of getting employed is very low. So now here, I just want some justice. I want to question Stanford University. Is Army abusing the trial period, or this trial period was a excuse for cheap labor? I just want to ask Stanford. And I just want justice, not revenge, from Army Al-Qaeda. So that's my experience here. And I want to compare my experience here with my experience at Yale University. So all my colleagues at Yale University, they were so nice. My supervisors from thoracic surgery at the university, they gave me a big baby shower with their handmade cake while I gave birth to my first baby. And my second team is from the transplant surgery, from Dr. Mulligan David to Dr. Kakarni to my supervisor there, Ricardo Tomlin. They were so nice, and we're like a family. Whenever we need to take a vacation, other people will come to cover for you. I was so happy there, and my job there was a permanent job. But I gave up my permanent job and I came here, got this. Okay, so that's it for today. But you can follow me at Twitter and YouTube. Just look for Chinese Stanford woman for more details. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.